The Toronto Raptors versus the Golden State Warriors. Game 4 was an absolute slaughter. The Raptors are one win away from the final celebration parade. The Warriors fans scurried out of the arena early with their tails between their legs for the second straight game in a row. Meanwhile, Raptors fans are standing out in the streets in all weather conditions, watching their team all game long. The Raptors take a commanding 3-1 lead in the series, and everyone's feeling happy, even Drizzy.
Woo! Yeah, area! Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Hey, 40, hey, Franny, where y'all at? Huh?
The Raptors are the only team to beat the Golden State Warriors 3 times in their own building in a single season. The only other team to perform such a feat was the Seattle Supersonics in 1995. That's the same year I was born. Back then Netflix wasn't even invented, Facebook wasn't around, and YouTube, what you're watching me on, was still a pipe dream. The Raptors have made history every step of the way to the NBA Finals. Now they find themselves in a position no one except the most devout Raptors fans thought that they would be in. The Raptors are about to climb the highest mountain. They are about to beat the team everyone gave a 100% chance to win the NBA Finals at the beginning of the NBA season. With a win on Monday night, they will not only win the first championship in franchise history, with a win in Game 5, they will violently end the Warriors dynasty. I don't think Boogie Cousins is coming back next year, and it's questionable if the Warriors will pay Clay the money he deserves. And I don't even think KD will come back next year either. The invincible Golden State Warriors, as we know it, will be nothing but a distant memory if the Raptors win on Monday night.
From the NBA championship.
All we need is one. It's coming back home. Raps in 5. If we don't win the next game, we got the next one. I can't put in words how happy I am.
Let's talk about the game and the main man who carried the Raptors to the finish line. Kawhi Leonard's quintessential, monumental skills that paid the bills were on full display. The board man is most definitely getting paid. Kawhi started off the game hot and stayed scorching the entire game. The start of the game was extremely slow. There were only 3 points scored over the first 3 minutes from both teams combined. Kawhi Leonard took it upon himself to carry the Raptors offensively and defensively. The first quarter was Kawhi Leonard's quarter. He scored 14 of the Raptors' 17 points. The rest of the Raptors only scored 3 points the entire quarter. When you see a performance this great from Kawhi Leonard, it's easy to forget that just last year, people were contemplating if he had lost his marbles. It was just last year, people were calling Kawhi Leonard a quitter. And yes, I'm looking at you, Skip Bayless.
Let's get real. I'm going to say it one more time. He quit on this team last year. He forced his way out of San Antonio. They didn't trade him. They didn't dump him. They didn't give up on him. He gave up on them.
Even his former coach, Greg Popovich, said Kawhi is not a leader.
Kawhi was a great player, but he wasn't a leader or anything.
I heard about it, but you know, it's just funny to me because, you know, I don't know if he's talking about last year or not, but I guess when you stop playing, I forget how you lead.
When DeMar DeRozan got traded for Kawhi Leonard, dirt was thrown on Kawhi's name too. DeRozan claimed he got traded for a little bit of nothing. This man has had his name dragged through the mud 10 times over, and Kawhi never once responded to any of the overblown statements made by the media. He let his game speak for itself, and now he's being considered as the greatest player in the entire world. The amount of respect I have for Kawhi Leonard cannot be put into words.
Leonard, pull-up jumper, puts it in. Kawhi Leonard dominating right now.
On a clinic. Who, what, where, when, and Kawhi.
I'm running out of superlatives for Kawhi Leonard. This man is a beast. Kawhi had his 14th 30-point game of the playoffs, tying Kobe Bryant and LeBron James' playoffs records. Whenever you are mentioned in the same sentence as two players who are considered the second coming of Michael Jordan, you know you're doing something right. And he was doing a lot right tonight. Just look at his incredible stats. Kawhi had a finals career high 36 points. On top of that, he had 12 rebounds and a game-high 4 steals. He also shot a ridiculous, inconspicuous 50% from the field and an eye-popping 56% from 3. It wasn't all Kawhi Leonard though. The Raptors as a whole played excellently. The team defense that the Raptors played was truly beautiful to witness. I don't think Steph Curry ever had 1 second of space to shoot a clean shot the entire game. Curry finished with 27 points on the night, but shot a abysmal 22% from 3. 2 of 9 combined. This is thanks in large part to the lockdown defense of VanVleet, Kyle Lowry, Danny Green, and Kawhi Leonard, as they all took turns guarding Steph and made him feel uncomfortable all night long. The Raptors limited the Warriors to 92 points tonight. This is the lowest point total the Warriors have scored the entire playoffs. With one more Raptors win, the Warriors will most definitely start the layouts. In a must-win game for the Warriors, they crumbled under the pressure. I want to give a huge shout out to Serge Ibaka. After being a non-factor in all of the previous finals games, Serge Ibaka had the best game of his life in my opinion. He scored 20 points and was a ridiculously efficient 9 of 12 from the field. He played like a man well worth his $20 million contract tonight. And that was something you most definitely would not be able to say about his previous games played. This man had 2 blocks and actually drained a 3 tonight too. This performance came out of nowhere. He kicked his game into the next gear.
Back to Curry. Curry to Alfonso McKinney and the blocker with the denial and then takes it out of the air. Danny Green 0 of 5 from 3. Serge lets it fly. Serge with the 3 and the Raptors lead. Ibaka, his first made 3 in the series.
More props goes out to Fred Vanvleet. Fred Vanvleet, the man who was shutting down Steph Curry all night, was sensational. He was so good this game, Sean Livingston took it upon himself to elbow VanVleet in the eye in the 4th quarter. VanVleet had to be escorted off the court after the vicious elbow. Unfortunately for the Raptors, it did not look like it was intentional. The Raps didn't even get a call on the play. That would give VanVleet 7 stitches. On top of that, he lost one of his pearly whites too. At the very least, if basketball doesn't work out for VanVleet, he'll fit right into the NHL. Everyone in the NHL has lost a tooth at one point or another. It's beyond me how hockey players can play without helmets that cover their mouths, but that's a pet peeve for another day. MIP, Spicy P, Pascal Siakam played the most minutes of any Raptor tonight with 41 minutes total. His presence on the floor was greatly needed tonight as he was contributing lockdown defense all night, and he contributed 19 points as well. Another solid performance from the Cameroon native. Siakam wears number 43 to honor his 4 brothers and 3 sisters, and I'm sure that they have been proud of Siakam all year long. Just like I'm sure the Raptors fans are just as proud as Pascal Siakam.
Lowry with McKinney there using the Siakam screen. Pascal plus the foul.
It's really surprising to see that Siakam is severely underpaid. He currently has a 4-year, $6 million contract through to the year 2020. You can almost guarantee that he will most definitely be securing the bag in 2020. The 3rd quarter, where the Warriors won Game 2 with an 18-0 run. The 3rd quarter, formerly known as the Warriors quarter, the Raptors outscored the Warriors 37-21. I said a Burger King whopping 37-21. The Raptors played lockdown defense, and the Warriors went on a stretch of 5 minutes and 30 seconds where they did not drain a single field goal. Serge Ibaka and Kawhi Leonard alone outscored the entire Warriors in the third quarter. It was almost a direct opposite of the third quarter in Game 2, where the Warriors scored 18 points and the Raptors didn't score for a total of 6 minutes. After the third quarter, the Warriors' fate was sealed as they found themselves down 79-67.
Got it! 17 points in the quarter for Kawhi Leonard.
Huge credit to rookie NBA coach Nick Nurse for his excellent adjustments this game. VanVleet has described Nurse as a mad genius. It's easy to see why. Nick Nurse, unlike former Raptors head coach Dwayne Casey, is able to adjust lineups seemingly on the fly. This is something Dwayne Casey struggled with, as Dwayne Casey would constantly run similar lineups in place every game during the playoffs, which made the Raptors tremendously easy to defend and ridiculously predictable. It's easy to overlook how great Nick Nurse has been this year with the exquisite play from Kawhi Leonard. To quote OneRepublic, he is making all the right moves in all the right places. Kyle Lowry and Marc Gasol didn't have the greatest scoring nights, however, their presence was felt all game long. Lowry dished a team-high 7 assists and was finding wide-open players all night long. Lowry was also phenomenal on defense as he had 3 steals in this one. After all the years of Lowry's name being degraded, he is now 1 win away from immortality, as his name will be synonymous with the Raptors' lone championship after 24 long years. There was only one player tonight who was underwhelming on the Raptors, and that was unseen Danny Green. After I dubbed him Supreme Danny Green after his tremendous Game 3 performance, he came crashing back down to earth tonight as he shot a abysmal 1 of 7 from 3. Danny, like Katy Perry, is hot and cold. He's never lukewarm. The rim is either as big as the ocean or as small as a pinhole. There is no in between for him. Danny Green's counterpart, Klay Thompson, was phenomenal this game. After coming off of a hamstring injury, he shot a blistering 61% from the field, scoring a total of 28 points. Huge performance for him, as a hamstring injury is no joke. Hamstring injuries have ended people's careers before. It just shows how excellent the kinesiologists in the NBA have gotten. Other than Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green's near triple-double, the rest of the Warriors were trash. With one more win, the Raptors will be taking out the trash. The Raptors would have achieved something people only dream of. The Raptors would have accomplished something that can take 24 years to attain. The Larry O'Brien Trophy is 1 win away. Kawhi Leonard re-signing is 1 win away. The Raptors celebration parade is also 1 win away. This series is not over yet. The Raptors will need to stay vigilant and impose their will on the game. No matter how vulnerable the Warriors look right now, they have been to the finals for 5 straight years, and it would be an enormous mistake to overlook their experience. While it's highly unlikely, Kevin Durant may return as well. With that being said, is the gentleman's sweep incoming? Can the Warriors recover from this embarrassment? What is your favorite moment from the finals so far? Let me know in the comments section down below. That's it for today's video. Take it easy. Like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon to be notified when I provide new NBA content. See ya!